A Korean cancer research team has released a new study on cancer cells. It completely reverses the existing Nobel Prize winner's theory, giving a fresh shock to the medical community. According to an announcement by the cancer research team in Korea, it is expected that there will be a treatment that goes beyond traditional anti-cancer drugs. Researchers at Korea's National Cancer Center have identified for the first time in the world that the energy source of cancer cells is fatty acids. This research has been published in the latest issue of the international journal Cancers. A study that completely reverses the existing theory of cancer cell research is expected to be of great help to patients suffering from cancer. Until now, cancer cells have been known to metabolize glucose through the process of breaking it down into lactic acid. The person who discovered this was Dr. Wagner, a renowned medical theory that won the Nobel Prize in Medicine in 1931. However, according to this research published in Korea, the energy source of cancer cells is not glucose but fatty acids. The research team led by Dr. Kim Seul of the Korean National Cancer Center's Research Department in Cancer Biology questioned Dr. Warburg's theory that the energy source of cancer cells is glucose and found that other energy sources work through cell and animal testing. Previously, researchers were only experimenting with a culture fluid containing glucose, so they got the wrong results. Dr. Kim Seul, who led the study, confirmed that cancer cells grow faster because they use more oxygen than normal cells through cell experiments with similar incubation conditions. They also found that while the energy source of normal cells is glucose, cancer cells rely entirely on fatty acids. In the pancreatic cancer test that naturally occurred in mice, it was found that the incidence of cancer decreased by 4 times when fatty acids were cut off and carbohydrates were provided. Dr. Kim said,
"The 4-time decrease in cancer incidence just by replacing energy sources with carbohydrates from fatty acids is comparable to that of chemotherapy. Based on the results of this study, it suggests that new treatments may be available to block current treatments and other cancer energy metabolism."
Dr. Kim also said,
"It is well known to increase the death rate of overweight cancer patients, and this research will help us determine the cause."
This research is expected to have a big change for pharmaceutical companies. Gilead Science, who recently developed the COVID-19 treatment, Remdesivir, says it has acquired Immunomedics, a breast cancer treatment, for $21 billion. The acquisition gave Gilead the opportunity to obtain Trodelvy, an Immunomedics breast cancer treatment. Trodelvy is a breast cancer treatment that received urgent approval from the US FDA in April. Gilead acquired 47 Incorporated, a blood cancer treatment developer, for $4.9 billion in March and purchased 49.9% of Pioneer Immunotherapeutics Company, a cancer treatment developer, in June, continuing its aggressive efforts to secure an anti-cancer drug market. Global pharmaceutical companies are monopolizing the results of their research with strong financial resources. On the other hand, the Korean bio-industry, which entered the market latecomer, is developing a substitute cancer drug called the next-generation anti-cancer drug. Anti-metabolized drugs are being studied by many bio-companies in Korea by engaging in metabolic processes and inducing cancer cells in the body to essentially dissipate by blocking the energy supply needed to grow and survive. The only anti-metabolites drug released so far is Adhefa, an acute myelinous leukemia treatment launched in 2017 by Agios in the United States. The problem was that anti-metabolites drug did little to stop the metastasis of cancer cells, even if they tried to suppress the metabolism of cancer cells. It has been pointed out that research should be proceeded to reveal the complex metabolic processes of cancer cells. Global pharmaceutical companies are doing a lot of research, but they have not been successful. However, Dr. Kim Seul's announcement by the National Cancer Center in Korea has given a new direction to cancer research and is expected to be an important study for the conquest of cancer that mankind is trying to overcome. The day for Korea to play a major role in the research and supply of anti-cancer drugs led by multinational pharmaceutical companies in the US and Europe will soon come soon. We really hope that many patients around the world who are suffering from cancer will overcome cancer with newly developed drugs and start a healthy life. That's all for today's video.